Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel. I am located in Belfair, Western Washington State. And oh, do I have, I think, a really unique little spin on this card today. So we're doing April 2023's alternative paper pumpkin for all the little things. This is video number 5, and I'm going to get straight into it, and you can see how we're doing this, right? We're going to use Calypso Coral ink, Balmy Blue ink. Let's bring that down. These may still be on the retired list, that like some things are 60% off. I'm not saying these are. These are the Splendid Stem dies that I used. And let's show you. This is one here. This is one here. And I have 2 in Petal Pink, Calypso Coral and Shaded Spruce. I used the Bow Punch here. I have some pieces. And let's show you what else I have. So this is the card base from the kit. This is the Petal Pink one, and it opens like so. We're going to use it. We're going to use an envelope as an envelope. We're going to stamp some on that. These are the leftover pieces of an envelope. So we are going to use these. I'm even going to leave those little bits on. We're going to use these 2 pieces, and this is leftover from video number 4. So we're going to use this like a bouquet is what I'm going for. I have, just in case I mess up my stamping, I have a 1 3/8 inch circle and Shaded Spruce and the Petal Pink circle from the card kit. This is just in case, okay? That's just my backup. I found my twine now. Did I lose it again? Nope. Here we go. We're going to use some of that. So let's get started, shall we? Yes, we are going to stamp. I absolutely love, where did it go? Oh, here it is. It's right there in front of me. I absolutely love this little bit. You can see from me stamping all over here. So we are going to stamp in this upper portion in Balmy Blue, and we're going to stamp off because I like that lighter look. So I'm going to move the dies that I showed you. I didn't use that one, but I used these 2. I'm going to move those aside, put my ink here, and we are going to stamp off. And then we are going to stamp, stamp off, and it's because I've got it. That's okay. All right, so stamp off, and I'm going to turn it, maybe go this way, and stamp again, just adding some texture up here in this area. Oops, I didn't get that one stamped all the way, but I don't think you're going to notice it, but just in case, we're going to fix it. Okay, I said we're going to stamp on the envelope. Let's do so. We have all this same texture there. Let's add some down here. We're going to do it just like that, full strength. And we want to put some, oh, they did their, I just realized their envelope is pointed. That's probably why I like it so much. We're going to do that right there. And I think, oh, no, we're going to add some on the inside. However, we got to make it just as pretty, right? Stamp off. This is opening this way, so we're going to go along this edge. Stamp off. I'm not going to switch it. I'm going to keep it just as it is. And I don't want it stamped there because there's a lot of ink there. So there's that. Now let's close up our Balmy Blue because we're not going to use that again, but we're going to go into our Calypso Coral. And I want my little blossom. Where did you go? Okay, the one stamp. I had everything sitting here, and how can that little block just up and walk away? It never fails, guys. And I don't know if when you craft, if stuff like this happens, but we will skip it and move on. And if it shows up, it shows up. I'm sure I'll find it when I'm all done with the video, because that's just how it goes sometimes. It's It's not in there. It's on a block like this. If you see it, shout out, you know, give me a mental picture. Okay. It's not on the ground. I don't know where I set it. It's not in my cleaning. Okay, let's just move on. We can do this. We can do this. So here are the back of this envelope. It is this piece here, and I have two of them because I cut an envelope up. So we are going to be gluing this and then trimming it down. So we're going to overlap them. Actually, might not need to. Are we going to need to do, let's see, move it all the way down like so. I think that is how I want it. So let's just glue it down. Get that out of the way. Yeah, mentally my mind is like, okay, you lost it, you lost it, you lost it. Now what did you do with it? So we need to add a little glue right there as that's coming up. We don't want that to come up. So let's see. We are going to line this part up with the very top. So here we go. I'm going to tip it like this because I want it to be right to the edge. Oops. That's why I put it like that. Now squeeze it down. Okay. So this piece here that's hanging off the edge needs to be trimmed off. Got a little carried away with my glue there, but that's all right. Not much coming off. So this one, same thing. We're gonna put a little glue behind those little flaps from the envelope because I don't want to tear them off. And we want this at the top, so we're gonna come in. I'm not gonna go all the way to the bottom if I need to add a smidgen of glue. Well, I guess I will because I put all the glue down here. We'll just add that up there. So I'm going to do this again because I want it to the edge on the other side. Okay, we have it in place. Yep, we do. It's right to the edge like I wanted it. Snip that off. You guys are probably thinking, what is she doing? It's just, see? So there we have our base of our card. Now we are going to stamp right here. If I mess up, I got the circle. We're doing Calypso Coral, and we are doing, you could do with Deepest Sympathy. Actually, that would be very, very pretty on this card, and we're going to go for it. With Deepest Sympathy, as I get solemn with that. So this now is coming in like so. Making sure that stays. Nope, it's going to be right there. This is our bouquet. So we need to affix all of our little bits and pieces to this piece here. We are going to start with this fern leaf piece. I'm going to add just a smidgen of glue, and I know I want it just like so. Oop. Okay. This little from the bow punch is going to go right in this nook. So I'm going to do the same thing and a smidgen of glue right there because that's going to be behind it. It's coming out like so. Okay, I'm going to grab another, and I'm not doing the wiggly wiggly thing, not right now, not on this card. So we're going to go ahead, and did I want it? I think I wanted this one turned, yes, because I don't want, or I didn't want, I think we're going to cut this off. We're going to keep this leaf to use to glue it to the back of our bouquet. Yes. You don't need to know that it's not. Oh, I do like that. This piece now is going to come in. Ooh, really, really pretty. Though I kind of think I want this little bit behind there, and I do. I want those cherry blossoms to be, I'm going to add a little bit of glue right there. Give it a pinch and a hold. We're just tacking things in place. This little one, I want to be right here. You can see how we're building that bouquet. So now that I got it where I want it, I'm going to peel her back a bit and add a pinch of glue back there. Oh, so, so pretty. So, so pretty. This one, do I want it behind or in front? I want it right where it is. I don't want it to move a bit. Oh, no. No, you did not. You did not just move on me. You did. All right. Stay where you are. Let's put a smidgen of glue right there. Give it a pinch. Alrighty. So, ooh, that is looking really, really nice. Now we have some of these little foil pieces left over. Let me see if I want to tuck in any of that. Ooh, just like, ooh, yeah, just that little bit there. Oh, and this is foil, so I need a glue dot to do that. So, glue dots, where's my little goodie bag? All right, we'll get glue dots. These are all, by the way, from Paper Pumpkin. That is why Paper Pumpkin is such a great value. I know I didn't share with you the flyer and stuff, but I tend as I go along. You guys have seen it. You don't need to see it 1,000 times. If that bothers you, please let me know and I will always show it. But I'm trying to get right on to the project here. Cut down some of that time that you guys have to watch for the next one. Ooh, I do like that little pop of foil, as these were leftover pieces. I might have to punch another. Oh, definitely. So hold that in place. Don't move a muscle there. I'm grabbing a glue dot. And I can tell my grandson is up. Took him swimming. And he crashed out in the truck on the way home. When we got here, he woke up, said something, and went right back to sleep in the truck. And I had to wake him up and tell him, get out of the truck. You are not sleeping in the truck right now. And then it was like, we came inside. I let the dogs out. I took care of everything. And then it was like, okay, where are you, Hank? And lo and behold, I found him under a pile of covers in his bed. I was sad to laugh. I just had to. It was like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? So do I want this one to be, yeah, we're going to put that one right there. So glue dot again. And lift it up, hopefully. Stick it where it's not going to show. All right, so we have our beautiful bouquet together. Nope, we're gonna make a bunch. We're gonna use some of this. I think some silver in there. I think we'll do a double bow with this. I'll never find that again if I stick it in there. Oh, guess what, guys? It was on the back of my board. All right, what was I saying we're gonna do? I was grabbing my bow maker because I want to make a double bow. I do love that my husband made this for me. So I want a nice bow. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be the big size. So I want to do a double bow. So I'm going to wrap it around twice. Maybe just one more. Yeah, that looks good. All right. So pull it. Nails do not help the uncoordinated when it comes to this. Alrighty. Stay put, will ya? Not sure how long I need that to be, but I know I want some of this elegant silver trim. Do I want it with it? Nope. I'm going to do something else with this. I'm going to make what they call those little bird nest thingies. Just roll some twine or string around your finger and ball it up and put it on there, right? Yes, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start here. We're going to go around 3 times maybe, because I want it to be sitting behind it. Kind of, let's see, maybe gather it behind. Okay, yes, so I grabbed it 3 times. Now I've got to keep it together, right? Hopefully. There we go. Now, the trick is, how on earth am I going to get this to stay together, guys? So let's try the little Scotch tape. And I'm just taking a little piece. And I'm going to stick it around it like you would if you remember doing this to your shoelaces. When they won't go in, you use some Scotch tape to wind it around, because it won't go back in its spot. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. Need to pull those loops out just a little bit. All right, so that's basically what I've done. And here's this. Oh, definitely. I like that. I like that a lot, because this one is gonna go on top and you get that pop of silver behind there. Okay, great. Love it, love it, love it. We need some glue dots. We have these that are a little bit bigger. We're going to use one of these, and I am going to go like that, since that's where it was just a second ago. And hopefully we got that in the right spot. Yes. Now this big bunch is going to go on dimensionals, so let's get those out. And we're going to put one here, one everywhere where it's not seen, and it's going to help hold everything in place. Yep, that will work. I want it up a little bit like so. I am going to add a glue dot, hopefully, right on top of this one, though. I just want to make sure it is secure. These are different, totally different sheet. Oh, that one's right there. I'm like, this is not the same sheet. I know it. So now we're going to pop that down. Up a bit. Oh, very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. And this one we need glue dots again. We don't need those great big ones. We need some little tiny ones, because it's just a wee little bow right on top. And then we're going to put a dimensional right here. I'm going to tuck it in there in just a second. Where's the bow at? There it is. Our double bow. We want to make sure that we pull our loopy loops separate. We want them to be big and fluffy and loopy. There we go. Now we're going to trim them. So we're going to trim these, trim that, and that will be somebody coming to talk to me in a minute. And I said we need a dimensional. Okay, we can start clearing this away. We're going to use that stamp in a minute because I wanted that earlier. This, oh, look at that. It's going to fit perfectly behind there. It helps if you take the backing off. It does. or at least if you stick it the right way. I stuck it onto the back of the stem and not the card. Oh, isn't that very, very pretty? And yes, we need bling. And do we use these or what came in the kit? I just haven't brought those out. Or do I go with what I want to use? And that's these. Ah, this is why I get so much little bling things from other kits, because I always have to change my mind. We still got some on here, so we can use them. With deepest sympathy, we want to put 2 here and 1 up here in the corner. And oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna push all of this stuff aside. We're gonna open it up and we're gonna stamp these little cherry blossoms on the inside and on our envelope. Please don't ruin my card. Would not be well of me. And since it is so, do I want it full strength or do I want it, oh, dilemma. I really like it full strength, but do I want it full strength? We're gonna do soft. It's a sympathy card. So we're gonna start off the page, stamp off, and go here, stamp off here, just walk in the stamp, meaning we're stamping off, just going down the side of the inside of the card. That is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So this one now, we're going to go ahead and stamp full strength, 1 and 1 right there. And this card is done and I am so happy. I can't explain to you how much I love doing this. I just love creating. My mother's birthday would have been April 21st. Miss you, Mama, all the time. I would have bought her kits. I would have bought her kits and sent them to her and she would have enjoyed them. Sorry, guys. Okay. Always in my heart. Always. So, that is my card and my project for this day. Sorry. Sorry. I choose to remember her on her birthday, so I'm a little emotional. On June 3rd, I went to I don't know why I'm sharing this with you guys. On June 3rd, 2007, I went to a stamping event with my friend. My upline, Gina, was doing the event. I hadn't become a demonstrator at that time. Again, I was just getting back into it. But I went with a girlfriend. I took my daughter and we made these beautiful set of cards. And my daughter sat and she started handwriting Bible verses instead of stamping sentiments on the cards. And she has the most beautiful penmanship. And she's like, Mom, what are you going to do with these cards I'm making you? Because she went just to be with me. And I said, oh, honey, I cannot wait. We are sending the whole set to my mom. And I knew I was going to talk to my mom on the 4th, on Sunday. And we got home and my back was hurting and we didn't call anything. Well, at 11 o'clock on June 4th, I got a call from my youngest sister and she was screaming that something had happened. And she didn't know that the police were at our mother's home. And I remember getting up and I missed her call and I handed the phone to my husband and I said, you need to call her. I said, because my mom's dead. He's like, oh, you don't know this. I said, no, I know. I don't know how to tell you guys that I knew she was dead, but I knew. I felt it. And she never got those cards. She wanted to get into stamping. She wanted to make cards. And she helped me get back into doing what I love. So, celebrate the ones you love now. My advice is don't dwell on the day they died. Remember them on the day they lived, on the day they came to this earth and came into their physical body. celebrate them that day, remember them that way always, because it helps with the grieving process tremendously. It doesn't mean that I don't cry like this and I don't get upset, but I miss my mom. I miss her on her birthday, and I don't acknowledge the day she died. It's just my way of coping, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for letting me share that with you. Thank you. And more than anything, guys, I would love it if you came back and visit me in my wonderland. So have a great day, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye-bye.